Hello, everybody. Happy Friday! We made it to Friday! Hope y'all are doing well. And we made it. We made it to the weekend. Or I guess it's technically the weekend. Work is over. We're all home. And you're watching me on Twitch.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Hey, Shani, how's it going? That was like the most depressing version of that. No comment from me.
I think that if you are really working for just the weekend, then that's pretty depressing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Everybody twerking for the weekend? Is that what it is? Especially the sharks.
I mean, have you ever talked to me and don't you know what I think of life and everything?
Yes, I know, Neil.
What?
We're just gonna let Neil be Neil over there, and we're gonna play some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney tonight. I know Neil wants me to finish this game.
It's true. And I want to set it on fire.
No, we're not gonna set it on fire. Trying to think of where we were, because remember we got stuck, and so I had to go back and replay it, and there was a lot more to replay than we originally thought. It went all the way back to the beginning of the chapter, which was like 2 days worth of like, it was 2 streams worth of like stuff to go through. So that is a Doctor Who pillow. I don't know. Someone rearranged our pillows. Yeah. Usually the Doctor Who pillow is on the other side of the couch, and somehow it migrated to this side. We've had a Doctor Who pillow for a long time. So. Yeah, we need to get on to another game, don't we?
What to do when your husband is a geek and you don't know what to get him?
Doctor Who pillow. Maybe that should be. See, you're coming up with TikTok ideas all the time. Maybe you should open up a TikTok.
Oh my god, I think I'd have to kill myself.
He would always use the default lady voice. And see, that could be your thing. You use default lady voice and the me music, the me selector music, the me editor music.
Like that would not be me doing TikTok. That would be me parodying TikTok.
Well, yeah, you do it inside TikTok though.
Fight the real enemy.
Yeah. I was a really big fan of David Tennant as the Doctor. Gourmet Gamer Chris, thank you so much for the raid. Bon appetit. Welcome. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Twinkle Gumdrops. Howdy, everybody. You got me just as I was starting. We haven't even started the game yet. I barely even started what I was doing. Dead Space 2. Awesome. Hey, Zab. Well, thank you so much for the raid, Gourmet Gamer Chris. That's easy to say. A lot of times, I will say, a lot of people come in with very hard names to say. But Gourmet Gamer Chris comes off the tongue really easily. It's like a palate cleanser for your mouth. Oh, well, thank you, Twinkles Gumdrops. we were just talking about my Doctor Who pillow, which has always been on my couch. It just has never been in frame before. So, there you go. It is kind of obvious now that I look at the screen. It is like right next to my shoulder, so I think it is kind of hard to miss. Yeah, my Bullet Bill t-shirt. I don't know. Can anyone read this? If Pass were here, he could. Or maybe should I like Google Translate it or something? Or if someone knows. I haven't logged into Google Translate in a while. I don't even know if it's working. Translate. That's what it says. I don't know if it says that on my shirt. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's what I was about to talk about was, so we can play a game off of that arcade list. It's one of the channel point redemptions. It only costs 2,000 channel tokens, but it doesn't have to be, oh my goodness, I don't know which one that is. Oh, that's, all our base belong to us. Zero Wing. Doesn't have to be Zero Wing. It can be any of the games on that arcade list. And if I beat the high score, I'll put your name on the high score list. There you go. Let's see, I want the camera. Continue. When using app. Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, unfortunately, all right, y'all are going to have to tell me what it says.
Would you like me to do it for you?
What does it say?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Aim at text.
You're too close to it.
It's probably not set up.
It says number 5.
Hi.
It said number 5 dash. It's set from Spanish to English. It would help if you would change it to Japanese.
It would help if I changed the Japanese. So I got my Mario's Missing. Kai.
Turn.
Oh. What does it say?
It says Kira.
Akira.
No, just Kira.
Kira. It says Kira.
Well, stay still. Killer.
Killer.
Yeah.
Apparently it says killer.
You keep moving and it keeps changing what it does. Okay. But I think it's killer.
All right, well, there you go. Let's see if it actually does it on stream. Killer! Killer. Or Kira. Killer.
I think it's killer.
I think it's supposed to be killer. Yeah. I know I told everyone it was Mario's Missing is a future game we're going to play. If you didn't know, Google Translate does that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Future Worst Game Wednesday. Mario's Missing. Thanks, Kai. Got the cartridge too. If you want great cases, let's see. GamingRelics.com. There you go. A plug for Kai. Hey, Shani, thank you. Thanks so much. Okay.
Has it been 4 months?
And it's not the games, it's just the cases, but they're nice, hard cases for your old retro games. Look great on the shelf.
Has it been 4 months? Because like this game has made it feel like a fucking eternity.
No, the game, we haven't been playing this game for 4 months.
Feels like it.
So, and he has now resubscribed for a total of. So. Okay. Shall we start Phoenix right now? I think we shall. All right. Enough of this preamble stuff. All right, so remember we got stuck and I had to go back and rewind and play it again. So I was determined to do that off stream. So y'all didn't have to sit through it. My tablet has decided to refocus again, so I have to basically I have it so that it only goes over the window for the DS, which you can't even see. So, or you can't see my cursor. I guess I could turn that on, but all right, here we go. All right. So if you remember, he's asking, do you have proof, concrete proof, that the chief of police, Damon Gant, is the murderer? And we said yes, because usually in this game so far, you always say yes. But in this case, you were supposed to say no. So here we go. Because the yes was a dead end. And of course I saved after this choice. Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body. And so before I said present evidence, so we're going to say I have no proof yet. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor, at present, I have no conclusive evidence. C, G? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? I don't gamble unless the stakes are high. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Wedgie, I'll leave the rest to you. Oh no. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. What? Lady Luck, huh? Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial.
Why do you say it like, what do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching?
That's my voice for the judge.
Your voice for the judge is General Kala?
No, I guess it should be Flash Gordon's alive. Should that be my voice?
No, it should be neither.
Actually, he didn't say Flash Gordon's alive. He said, Gordon's alive? He said it like that.
Yes. I know you have a Brian Blessed fetish, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
None of these kids know what we're talking about.
We're talking about Flash Gordon. The movie. And it's a great movie. I mean... yeah, it's a great movie.
Oh Lord, here we go.
You get to see Flash Gordon in little leather underwear, and then you, of course, the Hawk guys with their leather harnesses and their, it's.
I think you mean Sam Jones.
Sam Jones? Is it Sam Jones? Yeah,
Sam Jones or Sam J. Jones or.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, all right. Timothy Dalton was in that movie too, but I didn't think he was hot.
Sam J. Jones, Flash Gordon, yeah.
Yeah. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth, another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of her proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness, who can answer all the questions raised in the trial. Someone right in this very room. Flash! Ah! Thanks, Zab.
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow. I totally had that album.
We totally have that album now.
I know, I got it again. It's awesome.
I thought Christy sent it to us.
She might have. She might have bought it for us. So.
Well, I probably have it also because I got the whole collection of Queen's albums in a box set. It's probably in there too.
You have that in there too. Yeah, cool. Neil got a really cool box set, and it's got every Queen album in it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth Lana Sky. The defendant, Miss Lana Sky. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body in accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in... Hold on. Huh? Chief Gant! I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. Oh, he's gonna threaten. He is gonna get on the stand and threaten her. Watch this.
That's not the way the stand works.
I don't care. Well, he's the chief of police. He probably thinks he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Alright. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claim, there will be terrible consequences. How is that not a threat? Why isn't the judge, like, banging his gavel?
Isn't that witness tampering?
That is totally witness tampering. That it was a threat. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Yeah, see, like right there, he's basically just threatened her. Ah, this isn't good. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just so something to think about. All right then, I'm off. Toodles. I've got a lunch date to meet. I like how all the characters fade out. We can't bother to animate them. Okay, if there aren't any further objections. I have objections on what he just did. This court is now in recess. I mean, I'd be like, sidebar. He just threatened my witness. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. Exactly. Yeah, Udgy, do your job. All right. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. That chief, he's something else, huh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. I'm not a detective anymore. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Remember, he got fired. We got him fired. Ah, don't worry. I already decided where to work now. At your office. Yay, he's gonna come work for us. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. Did he mean Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
He has the...
He does look a little bit... I mean, it's the undone tie.
He has
the cut.
The 8x10 glossy.
Yeah, exactly. It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said.
I always wanted to know what's on Edgeworth's face. Like, is it a piece of toilet paper?
That's not Edgeworth, you mean Gumshoe.
Yes, Gumshoe.
I would assume it's like he cut himself shaving and he has like a piece of toilet paper there. Yeah.
Through 6 cases?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, so it's been months now. yeah. 4 different cases. Yeah, it's a lot of time. Actually, over a year has passed, I think, between this case and the last case. So. Exactly. But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forbids his right to say anything too? That must be... Oh! It's Emma! Emma! Are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery. So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all, just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside, to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. It was an accident. I don't know why it's always like I murdered them. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Yeah! Blame society. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
I invented the piano key necktie. I invented
it. Emma, why don't you wait in... No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Why don't you go tell your sister that? Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. Right. To be continued. Right, we got past it. Neil, if you go into the kitchen, can you get me another Diet Coke? I did not get a fresh one when I started streaming. That's terrible. What? How could I?
Only because
You need one too? Is that what you said? Well, I'm not quite done with it. He's doing... All right. Thank you. A Diet Coke, pneumatic tube. That's a great idea, Zab.
In the like the 90s, there was a commercial with a 7-Up machine that would like shoot the 7-Up out at people and knock them down.
Yeah.
We need that Diet Coke.
We need that for Diet Coke. So I just hold up my hand and it goes whoosh.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It would break everything.
It would, yeah, I'd be afraid like it hit my monitor and then it would just like be a big hole in my monitor. There's this Stephen King movie called Maximum Overdrive where a guy gets hit right in the face and I think he gets killed. Oh, Stephen King directed that? I didn't know he did that. Death by Vending Machine. Yeah. I hate to say that I saw that in the movie theater. Now then. Will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand? We are a part of a rhythm nation. Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. That's what I was trying to get him to put it in my hand. He did not obey.
2 of them in my hand.
He had 2 of them. So. Alright, I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you're under oath. We want to hear the truth. Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. By shooting a green gum. Yep, that's exactly it. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. There we go. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to the blackmail theory. Come on. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Come on. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. Now, I believe she might have done that. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. Alana! If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. Oh, really? That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Somehow, she's reading my mind. It's creepy. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. I like how Trucks makes Maximum Overdrive look like Oscar-worthy by comparison. That's hilarious. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. I worked alongside Gant for years. I'm not going to press that. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. But think about it, Miss Skye. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And
I'm pretty sure you can't just turn around like that.
I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Lana! So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago? When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. You say you did this all by yourself? Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken Prosecutor Award knife was stuck in the victim's body. Victim's body, okay. What? That's what happened. But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change that statement. You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. That is so. What happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. Now how it went down, she's trying to cover up her lies with more lies. All just to protect me. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. I broke off the tip of Drake's knife, planted it inside the body, the wound, then moved the body. Why would you do that? You planted the tip of Drake's knife and then moved the body? But why? Why would you do that? You, of all people, should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. The head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Yeah, that makes no sense. Why would you do that? But why did you do that? Come now, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure it out. Very well. Let's add this to the witness's testimony. The reason Miss Skye fabricated the knife. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof we needed. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence? She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright, my sister's lying. Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it alone. I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. I didn't press this part. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see. I was 24 then, so that would have been 5 years. Detective Gant and Detective Skye were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. He must have been good. She must have been good coming from the same school as Maya. Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why. There's no truth to his blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, and then moved the body. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof we needed. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes, and leaving it that way might point to the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body. So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound. Yes, because I hated Dark for what he did. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Ah! Well, let's see. I mean, what could I present? Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler, a small tag attached. What about the... Yeah, okay. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. Died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Oh, hey Richard, how's it going? I object. Objection! Weapon found in wound was missing tip. Just the tip, though. There's no truth in this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. I broke off the tip of Drake's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. I don't know how you would do that. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof we needed. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes. Leaving it that way might point the blame away from Drake. I felt the most effective way was to get him convicted would be by having the tip of the knife found inside the victim's body. Okay. Exactly. Exactly, Edgy Rose. Oh, okay. I did that. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You're playing Spooder Man? Spooder Man, Spooder Man. Does whatever a Spooder can. What can a Spooder do? I don't know. Metroid head. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, they have Miles Morales added content? That's cool. I thought it was a full game, too. Or is that a separate game? Feels more like a massive DLC. Ah, okay. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want the incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. He wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. He was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. Yeah. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Alright. Okay, so I have an idea. So let's go back So let's present this. So this is a strip of cloth found in Chief Gant's safe, and it has Emma Sky's print on it. So she's saying it has nothing to do with Emma, and I'm saying it has everything to do with Emma. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. It is a standalone, okay. Alright, let me save. Although I'm like cautious about saving now because of last time. Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler, a small tag. Attached. I mean, we have this too. Emma's is written on the surface in blood, so we could try that too. Here we go. Ah. Gosh, I don't know what to present. Wasting all my chances. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is let's we're gonna reopen. Gonna reset the game real quick. Ask her why she moved the body. Maybe I could press on that. We'll try pressing on that and see what happens. That's cool, Edgy Rose. You planted the tip and then moved the body? But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. I forgot that this was a split-off point. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Pieces of the jar? You mean... Yes, that wretched jar Mr. Wright showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So, when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you look at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. I see. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed, but I have a feeling there is more to it than that. There must be a contradiction in here somewhere. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. My only motivation was to get Dark. Okay. Was that a 10 out of 10 joke? I'm trying to think of what the joke was. Let's look at the, look at the jar. The jar safe. Final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. Emma is written on the surface in blood. Blood. Where's that last handle? Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. This piece the chief has is different, though. The blood stains on the other pieces are just spots. But this one is a line. That's odd. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? Hey, Mango. How's it going? You're currently eating Pringles. One pop and you can't stop. At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? Alright. Oh, oh, oh. You've never had a mango? I mean, there's the vase right there in the picture. Let's look at the map of the office. Is this it? Oh. Oh. Floor plans did we got? Oh, we may not have plans to his office. He insists she fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it alone. I've got to get Lana to talk more. Pieces of the jar, you mean... Yes, that wretched jar. In order to show the dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you look at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. I see. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. I have a feeling there's more to it than that. There must be a contradiction in here somewhere. Alright, let's go back to here. And then let's present the jar. Yes! Usually if the music stops, we've gotten the right one. Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been useless. Even so, I'm compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction with your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. Yeah, I got past that part, Pass. Did you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. Yeah, was he still alive while you were stabbing him and planting the thing in his heart? In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Ah. He couldn't have written his name on a shattered jar. Oh, very good. Order, order. Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. Something critical.
Why does that look like a uterus and fallopian tube?
The uterus jar? I don't know. Chief Prosecutor. It seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. All right, so now we're going to save again real quick. That's true.
I can't help it if it's a popular shape.
It is a Metroid, Mike.
His nan knitted him a Metroid.
His Nana knitted him a Metroid. I actually got it off of Etsy. And so one of the channel redemptions is for me to wear it. Oh, it has a clip.
No, sugar, that came off Regretsy.
Regretsy. No, everyone thinks it's cute. It is cute.
It looks like a tumor.
Send everyone in the game to jail. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them off. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. God, come on. Hey, Jose! How's it going? You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Cool. It's going well. It's going well. Very well. The defense may now begin his cross-examination. Jar and message in blood. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. Should I get a Phoenix Wright wig? That should be my thing for, I thought about getting a Sora wig for Kingdom Hearts. I should cosplay the judge, get a bald cap, and a gavel. Order, order, order. So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case, but not as feeble as the judge's judgment. Objection! That's true. I could do an exclamation, or I could do a redemption objection, and it goes objection over the screen. I could do that. That wouldn't be hard. You are an ace detective who never missed the detail. You really expect us to believe? Oh, it's my voice? I could do that. You were an ace. I have a microphone. I think I could record my own voice. You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe? Order, order, order. I do like saying order, order, order a lot. I will cosplay as the judge and video, and it'll superimpose over me. don't know if I don't know where I get a bald cap though.
Every time
I mean, I guess I could just buy it off Amazon, I'm sure.
Every time he says order, I think of this
You think of what? Let me see. What is that?
guy who was Parliament.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, you have to. Oh, you linked it in there. Okay.
Yeah, I linked it in there.
Okay.
He calls them to order a lot, and it's the way he says it and yells it.
Get Neil with Edgeworth's ascot. That would be funny.
I'm not wearing the puffy shirt. I saw that episode of Seinfeld.
All right. You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces? Normally I would have. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. But I don't want to be a pirate. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Well, that helps my case. Lana, you do that for me? It seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. This is rather shocking. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation? Lana, I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light with a camera with me. Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go. Yeah. Those I've never thought those TV dinners are very good. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. So you illegally arranged the crime scene? Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions. So sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I've treated you so badly all this time. It's not too late. Not a camel, a camera. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister really putting up a fight. He must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. Okay. Well, you know, if she wiped them clean, where's that? I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Why would she even do that? I mean, so she said, she might have had a camel with her. It's possible. No, I don't think so. Maybe. Oh, that's a good point. Let's look at this again. Ah, you're right. She didn't get every piece. Because there is a piece right here missing. Right here. That's missing. Yeah. Okay. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? Knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Grumble, 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 grumble. Order, 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 order. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe it? Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Grant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even he was there first. Why would... The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Yeah, I know. Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No! Why didn't the judge get struck by lightning? Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication. But why would Chief Gantz do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark. Sparking Emma, and here is the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the Chief's puppet. No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer any more for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the he most foul lies. Wait, I think they screwed up here. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. What? Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Your background went black, and there was a close-up of you. Hey, Spark of Midnight. How's it going? Lana may be right after all. What do you mean, right? So so you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright. Miss Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Miss Skye, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. He does look always tired. Edgeworth needs to get a good night's rest. All right. The witnesses may now testify once more for the final time. All right, so let's save. And we're going to take a quick break. All right. Get that.
Oh, did you finish
What
it?
passed? No. It's just taking a break.
Oh.
Edgeworth has been through a lot. So.
No, he hasn't. He's not real.
In the story, he's been through a lot.
He hasn't been
Where
turned.
did you lose the exclamation mark from? Oh, I can't remember.
What?
It's part of the game.
Oh.
It was in the last in the last thing. Why am I going to need full health to get through this or something? Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out. It was in her first set of testimony, and I needed to find out why she moved the body. And then when I did that, I had to play something. I can't remember what I played. Hey, Daddy. Daddy Chatty. How's it going? Tip V the body? Yeah. The game is endless. The game is
never-ending
endless.
story.
The never-ending story. All right.
They should have a Lamal in this game.
Oh, yeah. Lamar ending. His middle name's Never. Yeah, the never-ending trial.
The never-ending trial.
All right, let's take a break. We're obviously getting a little loopy because this game's not ever ending. So I can tell because I've gone back and looked at how many times I have been playing. I've been playing this trial for like 5 streams. I have seen it, but I want to play all the Kirby's before it. Neil's been thinking about picking it up and playing it on the Switch, but we
Yeah,
haven't.
I really had fun with Star
Neil's a big
Allies.
Kirby fan. He played the last game to completion. I didn't even finish it. So
Well, that was back when we would sit in there and play a game, and one of us would play and one of us would watch.
yeah, Neil
And you
was,
watched me finish it, so then you were like, I don't care about this anymore.
Neil was my first Twitch follower or video game watcher.
Yeah, I mean it's really surprising too, because typically I find that to be the most annoying thing ever,
Well, it's because we were having a shared experience.
I guess.
All right, let's take a break. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. See you in a second. Let's play some words on stream. Okay, we're back on.
So, Pass, you literally typed the word "looking" before I even saw the puzzle.
Yeah, that's what he was mad about.
That's what it was. Like, that doesn't even seem
Like
fucking possible.
I saw you do looking. I looked over at his screen and it was at 1 and it hadn't even finished appearing on his screen. So somehow you're like plugged into the Twitch. Like, are you at Twitch right now?
Are you in Ashburn?
Are you? Are you hanging out at the Twitch headquarters?
No, I'm not suggesting you should be sorry, and I'm not really mad with anyone. I'm just saying, like,
Maybe mad at words on screen.
How can I consider this fair when you're typing the word and it's in the chat before I even see the goddamn puzzle?
Yeah. You must have a really good connection.
I'm supposed to have a good connection here. I think Jason uses it all up, and I just get the dregs of what's left.
That could be it. I'm using all the bandwidth to stream, and so you're getting a delay. I've offered to put this over here, to do this on the screen, and then you would have the advantage.
I don't even know if that would work though, because like, is my chat behind as well?
No, you would have the advantage if I did that.
I'm not gonna do that.
I was willing to give him the advantage, and he didn't want to take it. So, because you want to be able to complain about it, basically.
No, I just want to.
You want it to be fair.
I want it to be fair.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And you know, and if this is what's going on, like, this explains it. And it's like, I'm not really that bad at this game. It's just that everybody else sees it before I do.
Yeah. And I keep saying that you shouldn't think of it that way. Just think of it as a group effort to solve the puzzle, not necessarily.
This is the United States. We don't think that way.
Everything
is a zero-sum game.
Gets a participation trophy.
No, I'm in Gen X. We didn't do that.
All right, can I go pee now?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Did you, Edgy Rose? Look at that. You got possum. All right, I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. Here we go. Level 12. So the A is fake. Patita solo? Ah, I was just doing lose. Why isn't... I guess... Lost. There you go. Alright, here we go. Level 15. I wonder if the P is fake. Cite some evidence. Ah, the U is hidden. U is hidden. Probably is P is fake. Yep. P is fake, U is hidden. Cuticle. Wow, just in time. I love it, Edgy Rose. Alright, well here we go, level 16. It's getting harder now. I think, is this 5-letter words? 5-letter words and above. No more 4-letter words. This is where it gets even harder.
You know, it occurred to me, does Disney really think that people are going to pay to watch Dancing with the Stars on their service?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they're putting Dancing with the Stars on Disney Plus. That makes no sense to me.
I remember the first time I ever saw that show. I was in a pizza restaurant, Urbana, Virginia, which is the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they had a TV on top of a refrigerator, and it was playing Dancing with the Stars, and I had never seen it. And I thought I had lost my mind because I couldn't believe it was on television.
Yeah.
Edgy, I don't know, but it's been on for 16 seasons, so I guess somebody's watching it.
Yeah. So the F is fake, and it's an I. Hearing. And here we are in a court hearing, and we couldn't get it. All right. Good game, everybody. Level 16 is good. We should be proud. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Hex PNC, past PRG Kai, top 3. And thanks. All right. Let's get back to... I think we're in the final run here. So hopefully we can get it. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. All right, actual crime scene. Good job, Edgy Rose. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword. Oh, she actually told the truth this time. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it, but if it all really was the fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword? You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. What? To me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember receiving a picture like that. It's in the book, I guess. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right? I seem to remember getting something from her then. Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. What is this? Here it is. Hey, there's a picture in here. She took a picture. She didn't have a camel. She actually had a camera. Oh. Oh my. This is the actual crime scene? This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this. That's because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I arranged the scene. You're like, you cannot convince me otherwise. There is a picture sketch version similar to words. Yeah. We've tried it before. People didn't like it. It's called Gartic. Maybe Neil, would that be fair? Do you want to play Gartic next break?
It doesn't matter.
Neil's done with breaks. That piece cut out from his vest, should that be the cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe? Ah. What's this? It's a handprint. It's where she shoved him. Hey, Hedda Griffith. Oh, what did you say? Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind because of that. I mean, we could try it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want. It's fine.
Yeah. That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whoever's fingerprints those must be are the real murderer. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Okay, we can try it next break. Anyway, let's get on with this cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Yeah, Emma's unfainted. Alright. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's... Uh-oh, he's back. Come now, Ajee. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant. What now? You want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
You don't just get to insert yourself into a trial.
I know, he just kind of walks in. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined testimony. That means you forfeited your right to make some statements of any sort. This must be the risk the judge was talking about. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. Oh, Edgeworth! Grrr. Ah! Ah, so what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't. But someone does. Someone? So then, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You don't have something to show us, right? Alright, let's save real quick. Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Yeah, it's true. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. Yeah, but it's the truth, dude. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence. All right. The time's finally come to show it to them. Those prints have got to be the chief's. Oh no. Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Oops. Ooh. It's not that. This. That's a piece of leather clothing? Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest. What's this? There's a big handprint on it. Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword. What? Whose fingerprints are on this? I'm sure Wright has checked, haven't you? Well, whose are they? They're Miss Sky's. Miss Emma Sky. What? They're mine? So I really did do it. D, I told you it was conclusive. But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. You really expect me to believe that? But give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death. No. It appears we have our killer. No. No. Oh, I shouldn't have presented it? Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana was found guilty. Wow, I shouldn't have presented it. Holy crap.
I think it would be hilarious if the judge...
The judge was the person?
Mostly because the judge is an idiot.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought we were going for the truth here. And he threatened me, too. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie. Chief Gant, you opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. Oh, Mr. Gant. You know what was in your safe, then? I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See, he's incriminating himself in this. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? It looks like part of it's been cut off for some reason. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the judge. You mean you had this in your safe? What? That means you, the chief of police, concealing evidence. This is gonna be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Order, 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 order. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, righto? Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit to it? Interesting. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. So you really were manipulating her. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When we arranged the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. I did this before Lana arrived at the scene. Where's Doug Llewellyn? Let's wrap this up. Let's see Doug Llewellyn. Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance. Of course. Insurance. I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? Who do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item of insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Righto. Cough it up already. I know you have it. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that being chief and all, but it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then, before it was too late. It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Alright, here we go. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at least you finally brought it out into the open. I was thinking maybe his handprint would be on it. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to have been left so clearly for 2 years. You mean it could not have been forged? It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Ho ho ho! You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it. Wright had all this time to present this evidence, yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? Mr. Wright, do you really know? Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well.
They belong to your mom.
I'll tell you. Judge, it's your mother. The person whom these fingerprints belong to are... Emma. Emma Skye? What? They're mine? I'm sorry, Emma. But why? Why did you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Oh, ho, ho, ho. You really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me. So it's true, tragic but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. How could you? You monster! Miss Skye, you knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Miss Skye, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. I'm gonna get you and your little dog, too. You purposefully concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you gonna tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer.
Well,
Before I do that...
He wouldn't turn her into a murderer. He would expose her as a murderer.
It's true. And also it was an accident. There's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what is that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall? You ask? It was Emma Skye, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is. Oh, Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Oh my God! Is the cloth gone? Can I say the cloth contradicts the cloth? I don't know. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case and trial. It's fun watching you squirm, Righto. This piece of evidence indeed seems to contradict something, like your outward appearance of mental sanity. Come on! If this cloth was cut from Prosecutor Marshall's vest after he died, there would be blood on it. Then something definitely is not right about it. It's the picture. It's too late to turn back now. You're the only one who can put an end to this, Wright. That's the picture. To see, look at all the blood. There should be blood. See how there's blood on his shirt? If it was cut after, there would be blood on the cloth, but there's no blood on the cloth. So that's gotta be it, right? He killed him. He cut it out and then killed him on the knife. This is a picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured, blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth has no blood on it. Wait, there's no blood on it. Ah! Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. Then he broke the jar on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it. Exactly. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Though the very act of creating insurance, you prove that you were the actual murderer. Oh! It's finished. Oh no! An objection! Oh, that was close, Righto. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. Exactly. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Order, order. What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Udgy? Earlier, old Wright here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Righto? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh is on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Grant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed... Yeah, I know, this isn't the trial for that. I know, I was just thinking the same thing. That the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems at last... the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Oh no. Alright, let's... should we save it real quick? I don't want to get trapped. We'll keep going. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposefully and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? Oh no. Well, it's too late now. I did, though. No, if I admit to that, all my planning will have been for nothing. It seems Mr. Wright didn't understand the implications of his conduct. Uh-oh. If you're gonna change your position, this is your only chance, right? He's right. Certainly, I refused to present evidence at one point. Ah, so the evidence is illegal. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Huh? It's not that I didn't present evidence. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Udgy, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't let him. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not the violation of the law, then do so now. Okay, the book, right? Because it says right here, no evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case and trial. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in the book. The second rule of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying. I did not have approval from the police department. Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case and trial. And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented? Was shown only a few moments ago. No. He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes. No. It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you. Hmm. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully y'all aren't sensitive to flashing screens. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Yeah. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he had to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He told me to open up the evidence room and take it out. It's not too late. I'll hand this to Marshall. Well, to be honest, I was a little panicked too. I had a bad feeling about it, but never knew it would come to this. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out. You would only increase the amount of blood, and you couldn't finish what you started. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I was wiping it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my mistake. Detective Gumshoe's bloody handprint. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car. I'm sorry, we couldn't think of any other way to move the body. We broke the trunk, but what's the big deal? You pull down a lot more than us detectives. Grr. He's like, my car! What does this have to do with anything? You're horrible. How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I feel bad for having to do it. I couldn't sit around and pick and choose what to take. Well, I love you. Nope, I'm good. Neil's walking away. Well, you left that jar, fragments, and gloves. Yeah, it looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. Yeah, exactly. It beams in and out. They all did the best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, but to my dismay, fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, what are you doing in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it, you and me. We're the same. Huh. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. You see, if I listen carefully, I can hear it right now. The sound of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes? First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. Actually, you need to tell it now. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I had Grant help me forge evidence up until today. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky, I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Maya thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky, and to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. Huh. It was nothing. Lie. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it. I only did my job. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky. Yes, Your Honor? You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I've felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. I agree, Judge. This trial has gone on far too long. I've been playing this trial for like a week. regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. Confetti! Yay! That is all. The court is adjourned. All right. It's already 5:03 p.m. Pass wants to do arcade mode. Well, let's finish the game, okay? Ah, cool. At long last, it's finally over. Emma. Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted of a murder she didn't commit. That's cool, Edgy Rose. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended, I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well. You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Ah, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh, and you're here because of my sister again? Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Your sister! We are a world of the rhythm nation. Lana! Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Gumshoe, you're crazy. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in all this mess. Mappy? Okay. Sis! I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. Alright, have a good one, Arcade Bear. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Shh. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day and hiding what I believed to be the truth. I was deceiving you. Sis! I'm such a fool. Took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back, and now you have. Oh, Emma. Emma! That would be fun, Edgerose. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing so, we can find the way back to our path. And once we found our path, we can move on from our past mistakes towards a brighter future. At least that's what I felt looking at those two sisters make up. Why did he have to qualify it like that? Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe. Me? Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Why does Edgeworth look so pissed off? Where was he hiding? I just came to say congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. No, this won't end. You would think it would have ended like at the where they were hugging, right? Nope. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't change my own mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth! Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. Yeah, that's true. We still have to do her other trial. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight criminals alone, one needs a weapon. It's scary, but I've been thinking the same thing for quite some time now. But Edgeworth needs to come join the defense, Edgeworth! Who knows? Even enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Keith Grant did. Welcome! Velt Walker! Welcome, everybody! Howdy, howdy. How's it going, everybody? You've got us right at the end of this game. Raft! Hey. Hey. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome. We're right at the end of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. You won't be spoiled because I think we're in what's called the denouement. We've passed the climax and we're at the downturn of the story. So... but thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Joining us for the end of this game. I'm Jay Fries. Hey, Pie Gopher. It's a Velt raid. I didn't realize you have Hey Bear Hey. That's a nice emote. Yeah, ignore the sad music. Doing well, doing well. We're finally at the end of this game. This has taken me, I think, 54 hours to finish Phoenix Wright. 54 hours for a DS game. It is crazy. Alright. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Yes, he's gonna join us. He's gonna join us. Yeah, it's that long of a game. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma. His two mentors were like, these two guys were both killers. That's awesome. We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. That may be right, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. It's that right. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about. Evidence? That neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own? Oh my god. I thought this was over! Why? Why am I... Alright. That neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. Yeah, exactly. I thought the trial was over. Yeah, we don't know why she was wearing a uniform. It was just kind of weird. No, I don't think that's it. That neither one of us could find on our own. Her cell phone. No. God, there's so much evidence. Exactly, Beltwalker. Oh my god, that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. I don't know, this book? An evidence law? We received it from Lana. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think of. Our badge. Our attorney badge. No. I don't know. The strip of cloth? That neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. Yeah, during a trial, I know. Yeah. Here's the evidence, a book of law. I don't know. I'm gonna say the book? I don't know. That might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership. Huh? Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well. I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still loose ends needing wrapped up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Oh wait, come back! Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, what happened in this trial can neither make or break you as a prosecutor. I guess I did. I don't know. In the end, it's up to you. I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. Hey, Queen City Q. I'd better be getting back too. Okay, I'll come visit you. It seems we both still have a lot to learn. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation. For dummies? It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. That was the evidence list. Oh, okay. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here is the one who'll be footing the bill. What do you think? What, you think I can afford what with my salary? You gotta be kidding, pal. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Yeah, isn't that sweet? He broke the law. Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream? Since we're all here, why don't we all go together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Am I supposed to say objection? Objection! Wait, why can't I? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Objection! Oh no. Oh no. The emulator. I'm supposed to say something. No, I can't tap the button. It won't let me tap the button. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, what is Y? I don't remember what Y is. Hold on. What's the config? Controller config. Y is A. Objection! 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 Alright, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out. Microphone. Okay, here we go. Alright. Objection! Objection! No! We're gonna get past this. Da, 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 da. M is the microphone. Let's do this again. Objection! 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 It's not actually doing it out of my it's just an audio sample. Whoops. Microphone settings. I mean, we'll try this. This is supposed to use my microphone, but I don't know if it's doing my microphone though. Objection. I don't know what objection is in Japanese. Oh no. I can't believe that we're stopped here. Objection. Ah! This is terrible. All right, hold on. The internet's gonna save us. Phoenix, Wright, Ace, attorney,
Is this over?
simulation, objection, microphone. Let's see. I need like a sample. I need like a wave of someone saying objection, and then I can like an audio.
Oh no, he broke it. Oh no.
Okay. Come on. Oh no. Oh, is that how do I pronounce that though? Pass. I mean, here. I don't know if I can save that as a WAV file though. All right, let's go back. Let's try it again. Dang it. I hate that this is happening. Yeah, send me a WAV file of me saying objection so I can use it as a sample. I wonder if I try this. Microphone settings. So the internal noise sample has worked most of the time. I don't know why all of a sudden it wouldn't work for this. Yeah, she's staring into my soul. I mean, I'm trying to. It won't go. It won't progress. Well, that sucks. What's no GBA? Oh, it's a different emulator that I'm using. Yes, Velt, are you gonna come to the rescue? Okay, on Discord. I see it. Okay, let me download it. Okay. Now I'm gonna take that file. Oops. And copy it to my emulator. Down samples. Okay. Now, right? Now, I'm going to go into the config. and put it in as my sample. Objections. Okay. Not valid RIFF wave file. Must be 8-bit mono. An 8-bit mono PCM is what it says. Here. I'm going to send that back to you. This would be great if we solve this together. Uh-oh. What did I do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it locked up? Uh-oh. Oh, wait. There we go. No. Something's happened. I think we're screwed. Yeah, we're screwed. It's dead. No! No! Oh, wait. No, no, no. It's the dialogue. The dialogue's still up. That's why. It's just because of the dialogue. We fixed it. We fixed it. We're not dead. We're not dead. Come on. Objection. All right, let's try this. Oops. It's like I don't want to end this. No. Tell me again. Okay, you got another one? All right, let's try it. Okay. Loads. Okay. Okay. 8-bit objection. Okay. Microphone settings. Use sample. Still same error. Not valid RIFF wave file. Must be 8-bit mono PCM. Unable to read microphone sample. Trying to see if I can somehow get the right microphone set up in the game, in the emulator. Ah, here we go. Microphone. Okay. Ah.
Well, no.
Neil's trying to find some audio for us.
I was trying to find. I found an 8-bit uncompressed PCM mono wave file.
Okay. Well, so I have now it hooked up to this microphone here. Let's see if I can get it to actually use my microphone. And let's see what happens. All right, you ready? Objection! 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 It's not working. Come on! Objection! Oh my god, it worked! As for me, after that has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. I can't believe it. Oh, man. It was so ironic that it wouldn't end. We got to the end, and because we're emulating it, we couldn't get it past the end. Yikes! I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show you can't shake me off that easily. I was determined that we weren't going to end there. But thanks, Veltwalker. Thanks for trying. Oh, I need to do an exclamation mark hype. We need to do that. I need to add that. My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm gonna make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe. Oh, he was one of the characters. He thought he was being blamed for the murder at one point. Oh, look, it's the Blue Badger. Oh, it fell. The Blue Badger fell over.
At least it's not the blue waffle.
Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's saying, what? He can have his knife in jail? I think that's like illegal. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? He has alcohol in jail too? Oh, looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The Wright something. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller. Just make sure you don't eat it backwards. Okay. Ugh, she's the cough-up queen. Sure. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, here's the judge. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see what his name is again. Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for how many years?
I like that.
Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go.
I think it's funny that they decided to put him in the exact same place.
Yeah.
Not like draw him in another place.
Yeah, that was the first time we've seen the chair behind him. Okay. Look, it's Maya. Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing Nick and his objections. Still, I can't go back until I'm full-fledged spirit medium. Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick. It is really over until the next game. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, look. Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on? Oh, it's his resignation letter. I wonder if in the next game, Edgeworth is on your side. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be all right. Wherever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. She put all the crime scene photos in there. Oh, it's not over. Oh, look, it's a letter. Alright, thanks for the raid, Velt. And thanks for trying to help. Aw, look, it's a picture of them. Oh, is that where it's going to end? Oh, no. That's where it's going to end. Alright. We finished it. I guess I just stole their photo. So what happens, what happens if you do choose the right piece of evidence at that last prompt? What happens? Thank you, just in time. Reload and find out. Yeah, I guess. But I didn't save very close. Less of a loser? Okay. Oh well. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna eat some ice cream. And then stream. So let me eat my ice cream. Then we're gonna play Mappy. Oh no. My microphone died. Ice cream.
Microphone died.
My microphone. Alright. Hold on. My microphone occasionally pops. And I think it's because I just got too much shit on here. I may move your microphone to your system or something like that. Would you like to actually use your microphone?
I don't know. Have you ever unplugged the microphone and then plugged it back in?
I have tried that.
Because I know that it stays on even when your computer is off.
Bye, Hooded Griffin. I have tried that before.
See, I can never figure out people watching this on a phone because it'd be so small.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Israel. Yes, we brought enough ice cream for everyone. We'll be mailing it out. Hopefully, it won't melt before it gets to you. We're doing well. We're doing well. You just missed the ending to Phoenix Wright. We finally finished Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I heard it was really hot in California. You know, a lot of my coworkers are in California, and so I heard there was like a heat wave there. we're old.
I don't. Yeah.
We're old, and so a little tiny screen seems weird to us. We're like, we need big screens. Mid to high 90s. Wow. It's funny. It was really cool. It was cool here today. It was like highs in the low 70s, right?
72.
That's why I have this. I'm trying not to do this on stream. I try not to eat on stream because of this.
He gets stuff in his beard all the time.
I get stuff in my beard all the time.
Y'all don't see it because I tell him.
Neil's like, yeah. I was really worried when I was like, I went out to eat with coworkers, and I was thinking, oh my god, it's snowing there. Wow. Ow, 99. Good one, Evil Bud. Good one.
Oh, wow. They say it's supposed to go down to 46 tonight.
Oh, wow. Really?
Really cool for here.
All right. I've almost finished my ice cream. Sorry. This is the entertainment that you get at the J5 stream. 40.
60 here right now.
Well, I'm glad we could finish this. So tomorrow afternoon we'll start Castlevania Chronicles. And then we'll there's the games. So we're on Phoenix Wright, so I haven't updated this graphic. Then we're gonna play Pokemon Gold, Zelda HD, and then Hollow Knight. That's where we're kind of at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I've been using this Kleenex, but that would be better. Yeah, Hollow Knight's gonna be fun. Everyone keeps saying it's really hard. Am I gonna regret playing Hollow Knight?
Can't imagine that it's any worse than Metroid or Castlevania.
Mm-hmm. So, I have played Skyward Sword, but I've played the original Wii version, and it was before it actually came out on the Switch. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the motion control has been improved. Which game? Still waiting for Legend of Dragoon. It's on the list. People just need to vote for it. When we get to Legend of Zelda, we'll be voting again. So,
Legend of Zelda. I thought you played all those.
I'm playing this HD version.
Oh.
It's a remake or redo on the Switch. So yes, I have played it, but after a year, I kind of said, "Oh, well, if I haven't played something in a year and there's an update, I'll play the update." So that's what I'm doing. Row those little Joy-Cons. All right. Also, in the future Worst Game Wednesday, Mario is missing. I'm just gonna set.
I'll get it.
Or can I hand it to you?
Yeah, sure.
I'm worried that when I go to arcade mode, it's gonna fall.
Gonna fly off and
fly off or something. Okay. Pass VGC wants us to play Mappy in arcade mode.
Rest in peace, childhood. I said that when the Transformers movie came out.
Yeah.
Michael Bay should die for that shit.
All right. Let me see. What is the Mappy High score?
Cass was here.
4650.
I don't know if he still is.
Oh, is he gone?
I don't know. Edgy asked if he was here.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But that's the score we're trying to beat. 46,050. All right. Here we go. First try. Whew. Boy.
What is Isaac? I'm not sure. I hope that doesn't hit too close to home pass. Well, this is Mappy. So you're a cat and you're trying to get mice, I think.
Yeah, you're a cop cat. So.
This game and you're a mouse and the cats are after you. In the 80s, this game was supposed to be really popular, but some other game, I want to say it was Ms. Pac-Man, was more popular.
Not even close. 46,050. Man, that wasn't very good. Okay, scratching my back. That was the problem with that. All right, let's play it again. So yeah, you're a police mouse. I guess you've entered this house, and because there's the meow key, and it's a house with trampolines, and you're just recovering the stuff they stole. I don't know. It's weird.
It's Japanese.
There's microwaves when you open some of the doors. So, anyway, all right, here we go again. Oh, man, I screwed that one. Oh, really? That's cool, Joe. Well, welcome. I can't believe I screwed up so much on that one. All right, all right, we're going to play 2 more times. Trying to beat that score, 4650. That was one of my previous high scores. I must have been doing really good that day when I got that score. I don't even remember doing it, but... All right, let's do it again. I got all the pairs. Ah, come on. I don't see how there's any time. There's not enough time to get all those balloons. I screwed that up. I screwed it up. I thought it opened the other way. Night, Edgy Rose. Boo. 26,240. Well, I got halfway there. I don't know how I got 46. Holy crap. All right. One more game. All right. Here we go.
Oh, that's funny. I just looking at an email that Kodak sent me. They're advertising a film camera. And it's, one of the cheapest piece of shit cameras ever. They had a note in it that's compatible with color and black and white film. All film is the same physically, basically.
Need to speak up. You're cutting in and out.
Am I? Do I need to talk closer?
Well, now you're too close, Neil.
What I said was, I got sent this email by Kodak, and they were advertising this camera, and it's not really a good camera. It would be okay. I would take pictures, but just kind of a cheap point-and-shoot, focus-free thing that they used to sell in the drugstore, that kind of thing. But it had this note on it that said, compatible with color or black and white film. And all film is the same. Like, the coating on it is different, but there is no compatibility difference between
those two different films. But people might not know that, though.
I guess. I mean, I find YouTube videos teaching people how to use a record player, so...
There we go.
I feel sorry for Madonna because she's really screwed up her face.
I'm within striking distance.
Sugar, do you think we should tell the neighbors that they have like a tree growing in their gutters?
Crap. I don't. God.
Are you okay?
It's because I called out that I was within striking distance of the high score, and then I just died one right after the other.
110 years ago this weekend, the RMS Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on her maiden voyage.
Our first and last voyage.
Yeah.
Oh well. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm finally finished with Phoenix Wright. So Neil, you can finally, I will not be, but on the voting for next time, Phoenix Wright, justice for all. So if you want to keep seeing me play more Phoenix Wright, then pick that one. So I was getting the voting ready, but so when I play Zelda Skyward Sword, we'll be doing the voting. So we'll have plenty of time to vote because that's a long game too. Last time that was over 50 hours. Now it probably won't take 50 hours this time because I've played the game, but it's been a year, so it'll be just me remembering what I did last time. So, but we'll see. But again, thank you everyone for being here. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, with bonus streams on the weekends at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be back at 3 p.m. with Castlevania Chronicles. And hopefully this won't be too long, and then we'll get on to Pokemon Gold. That'll be the one after that. So, yay. Thanks, Sab, Pass, Evil Bug, Kai, Edgy Rose, everyone for being here. If you can't be here live, check out all of everything. I was doing a little analysis of my most popular videos on YouTube. So now if you don't count, so I did some YouTube shorts, and the YouTube shorts are pretty popular. So I got like over 1,600 views on one of my shorts. It was the one with the flipping the switch. Like, who wouldn't flip the switch? Which was a pretty funny thing. That has over 1,600 views, but if you ignore those, it's the clip of me taking on the Great Mighty Pooh from Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's the #1 video. Anyway, thanks to all of these people over here. They're my subscribers. They're awesome. They get ad-free viewing. They get all of these emotes. They get my undying love. You get my appreciation. I love everyone. You do not have to subscribe. Do not at all. There are many other ways to show your support. One, showing up, being here. Eventually, I'd like to make partner. That means showing up and being here and getting counted as part of my viewers. I am a long way from 75 viewers, but every little bit counts. Another way to help is to tell people about me. That's another great way to help. I guess that's it. Thanks everyone for being here. Let us check out and see who we can raid. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. None of my regulars are on right now. Let's see. Who else? A lot of Elden Rings. I think I see one. Maybe. Where was it? They must have. Oh no. Let's check that out.
Playing Tom Clancy.
If we can't catch up
Division.
Who was it?
Dizcam. Games on board is doing Tomb.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. I think what I was gonna do is this person who they're playing Pokemon Fire Red and /Leaf Green, and it is Mr. Savior HD. I don't know if I've rated him before, but I have followed him, so we shall rate him. All right. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope you have a great, wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow afternoon for some Castlevania. Until then, stay safe. Love you all.